This just in. Some more WWE action. So, let's go.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Lip really loves wrestling. He likes to talk about it too. If you like to watch wrestling like he do, come and join us on the wrestling show. On the wrestling show. On the wrestling show. Baby.
Well, welcome to the wrestling show. I'm your most fickle host, Lip Hazlewood, and this is a very cynical look back at the latest episode of Representing the WWE and live from the Frostbank Center in San Antonio, Texas. Oh yeah, it's Friday Night SmackDown. Air date, October the 20th. 2023. This episode is the road to the money show. That's right. It's Crown Jewel. The money for the WWE, of course. Now, before we dive into this big show, just a quick shout out to the non-competitors. That's right. They are the glue that holds the building together. And first and foremost, he is the new general manager of SmackDown. It's Mr. Mickey James, Nick Aldis. Next, getting all the, pre-match interviews and all the backstage scoops, we got ourselves Miss, Kathy Kelly tonight. And then heading into the ring, letting everybody know who's about to fight. It's, and the results of such matches, it's Alicia Taylor. A change-up again. And most importantly, it's the commentary crew. The play-by-play guys, they're the narrators of the whole damn show. First of all, they are the team, a three-man team this time. A three-man team. First, he's a man with the impeccable style. He is the incredibly handsome. He is also the most reliable man there. It's Corey Graves. Next, of course, next to Corey, Corey refers to him as a KP. But we all know him as the very enthusiastic Kevin Patrick. And next to them both, it is, he's not really necessarily important to be there. I think 3 people is just too many people in commentary. Regardless of what I'm saying, he is the over 25 years of experience. It's Michael Cole, baby. Now, without any further cadoos, let's get on with the show. We start big with Mr. Paul Heyman, the wise man himself. Now, one thing to say, the champions who's not there today. Why, it's I guess you can say, Judgment Day. They're not there. Now, Judgment Day, they are the new tag team champions, so they should be on SmackDown, but they're not. SmackDown today is very small show, very, very small show. Three matches on tonight's show. Wow. Not very impressive. So yeah, Roman Reigns also, big surprise, he's not there. He's got to have at least 2 weeks notice before he shows up to work. It's ridiculous. This man should not be the world champion right now. Nope. Very undeserving. It might be controversial to say, but I believe Roman Reigns is not deserving of that title. His title reign should have ended in 2022. Early 2022. Regardless, we start off the match with the wise man himself. He's, of course, he's talking about the good fight with the bloodline. I'm not sure what that means. It's basically giving some kudos to Jimmy! Because Jimmy Uso helped out the bloodline save face by screwing over his brother again. Jimmy has no idea where he's going. I hate you, Roman Reigns. What? You don't like me either? I'm kicked out of the bloodline? I changed my mind. I made a mistake. Jimmy! So he's doing whatever it takes to get back into the bloodline. after kicking Roman Reigns in the face a couple of times. I'm better than you! Come on now. Okay, so anyways, let's get back to storyline. So he basically screwed over his brother Jey Uso, and they dropped the tag team titles to the, the Judgment Day. So anyways, he's talking about that, and basically it comes down to this. At Crown Jewel, Roman Reigns accepted. There's going to be a match Roman Reigns, and I guess you can say LA Knight. Not you guess you can say he is LA Knight. So anyways, LA Knight comes out there, and he calls out. It was weird, but LA Knight had a good showing here. He had a good showing, but LA Knight he really didn't want to talk to Paul Heyman. He wanted to talk to Roman Reigns, but Roman Reigns is not there today. He said he excused Paul Heyman from the ring. And when Paul Heyman started leaving, he's like, "Where do you think you're going?" So anyways, it comes down to what's happening next week. Will Roman Reigns be there next week? He's not advertised after the show that he's going to be there next week. For the contract signing for 2 weeks' time will be the big show, where they're going to be defending. Anyways, it's right now, Crown Jewel going to be in 2 weeks. So yeah, so it's going to be good. Roman Reigns versus LA Knight, Crown Jewel. It'll be good to see finally Roman Reigns drop that title. But I have a feeling Roman Reigns will not be dropping the title at Crown Jewel. Crown Jewel just, to me, is not important enough of a pay-per-view to have such a big, occasion to drop a title of such magnitude. Regardless of what I think, who knows what will happen. And will the contract sign even go up properly next week? We'll find out in the next episode anyways. Right now, we got ourselves our very first match of the night. It is in a singles competitive division. Representing the Luftwaffe, I call them Luftwaffe because I'm an ass. They are the Latino World Order, representing it's Santos Escobar. And backing him up, it's the rest of Legado del Fantasma. This is the OG team. Santos Escobar with Cruz del Toro and Joaquin Wilde. And Joaquin, he loves those little hats. He loves his chapeaus. He loves his chapeaus. He's got one. I think he raided good old J.C. Jane's locker for some new chapeaus, for some new hats. Anyway, regardless, not about Cruz del Toro or Joaquin Wilde. I thought they were gone from the WWE, but I'm mistaken. They're here and they're watching, in quotes, watching Santos Escobar's back. Now, who's Santos fighting? It is the team of it's the Street Profits. That's right. Angelo Dawkins, it's actually Montez Ford. Angelo Dawkins is at his corner. Now, before the match, it was Bobby Lashley with a couple of words of advice or whatnot. Doesn't matter. He's not there. He's watching backstage, seeing what happens. Will his private party embarrass him one more time and lose? Or will, the Street Profits prevail over, or Angelo Montez Ford, representing the Street Profits, not embarrass, Bobby Lashley in this big old match. Now, here's the thing. Now, it was a good match. It was fun. It was a fun match, no doubt about it. Montez Ford, he wasn't his usual self. Montez Ford is usually the king of high flying, but looks like he's grounding himself. Not many high flying moves. He's doing safer style of wrestling. But he does one move. It's Carmelo Hayes. He's he's got a new style. He does these trust falls style moves where he bounces off the rings. He does a springboard. He springboards backwards. This is basically the same thing. He follows the suit. It's a trust fall style. He goes on the second ropes. He jumps backwards, and he grabs Santos Escobar. It looks like it could be a bulldog, but it takes a lot of teamwork to make this happen, to make this dream work. Anyways, now do we have a moment here? It was a big moment, I guess the spot of the match, where they climb to the top of the ropes, third rope. They're both standing on top there. Santos Escobar grabs Montez Ford, looks him straight in the eyes, and then does the Hurricanrana right off the top. It's pretty good. Pretty good move. But here's where things go upside down. Now, this is where a disqualification should have happened right here because of, you know what, of the standards they set that the WWE don't follow by. Now, they should have had the referee turn his back so he did not see Angelo Dawkins pull out Montez Ford. But as soon as Angelo Dawkins gets touched by Montez Ford, or Angelo Dawkins touched Montez Ford, that match is over. Disqualification. Outside interference. But this referee, he sucks. Straight up. Now, what's that? In this match here, let me check here again. It doesn't know. In this match here, after that, of course, they take the fight outside, and Santos Escobar, he does one of the lamest moves I've ever seen. This was not even laughable. It was just lame. He slingshots himself up and over top the ropes outside the ring to do it like a double axe handle on, Montez Ford. But he landed so far away. It's like, the big reach. He's like slapping him on the arm. It's like, what are you doing, sucker? What are you doing, sucker? Anyways, this sparks the end of the match. The end sequences. Santos throws back in Montez Ford. The referee takes a look at him. Make sure that Montez is okay. That slap in the arm, it might have hurt him good.
Are you okay? Are you okay, brother? What's going on? That looked pretty dangerous.
That referee's terrible. Anyways, from behind and on front of the faces of Cruz del Toro rocking while it's Angelo Dawkins, he grabs Santos Escobar, rams him face first into the post. Just like so. And then, the duo, Cruz and Joaquin, they jump into action. Joaquin runs up and runs head first into the barricade that's separating the timekeeper's area. And then Cruz del Toro decides, I'm going in too! And he jumps into the fray. And next you know it, he gets run head first into the steel steps. It's over for them. Just as fast as they jump into the fray, they're taken out by one guy. One guy. And then Santos Escobar's like,
well, you guys can't take care of shit. I'm going to do it myself.
He comes down there. And big old flying knee takes out Angelo Dawkins. If you can't get help people doing it for yourself, you got to do it yourself. Sometimes you just got to do it yourself. That's what I got to say. So with that, he crawls back into the ring there. And that's where it gets hilarious. With a maestro roll. Maestro roll up, I believe it's called. He does a roll up on, Santos Escobar gets rolled up. Yeah, it's pretty maestro cradle. So yeah, it is, of course, like I say, whoever loses with a roll-up, basically it's the most humiliating way to lose match. So they're basically taking the old, taking him in the rear. Yeah, Santos Escobar, how embarrassing. How embarrassing. Anyways, moving on. They try to get a beat down. It's trying to get 2-on-1 on Santos Escobar, but it's Carlito! He runs in and helps out because, of course, what can Cruz del Toro and Joaquin Wilde do anyways? They're pretty useless now. They truly are. They have truly become the new Lucha House Party. That's right. Sad day for Cruz and Joaquin. So we go backstage with the Luftwaffe, Latino World Order. And it's, Santos with the boys, the Legado del Fantasma. Santos and Cruz and Joaquin. And then it's, Rey Mysterio with Zelina Vega. Go over there and see Cruz and Rey's like, thank you, Santos Escobar, for helping him out. Because these two are useless. He didn't say that, but he could have said it. Okay, so moving on. We got ourselves, what does Pretty Deadly do after winning their return match in the WWE? And it was such a lark of a match. It was nasty. It was a terrible match. A lot of getting touched, a lot of spots, but it was a bad match. Anyways, they're getting their pedicures, getting their feet soaked until, of course, it's the brawling brutes of Ridge Holland and a Butch coming in there, giving them the beats of the Balor. Beat, we're gonna get you, and then stuff their faces in the, the feet water. It was hilarious. So, yep, this feud's not over yet. It's great that there's no belt involved. So who knows? It's just, right now it's personal. I guess Brawling Brutes just don't like being stepped on and stepped over by the Pretty Deadly. Which, when they fight again, I'm sure Brawling Brutes will be stepped on and stepped over again by Pretty Deadly. Alton Prince, Kit Wilson. Moving up. We go backstage and it's with, Paul Heyman, Solo Sikoa. And we got ourselves a little bit of, you know who. It's Donald Faison. No, it's actually Jimmy. You know, doing his best. He watched too much of the Scrubs. Now he's like new Faison. Or should I say, Turk. He's Big Turk. He's up, instead of a surgeon, he's a wrestler. So he's all like doing all hyping up, all happy about what he's done.
Hey, did you see that? I did good. I kicked my brother in the face. One more time. My brother's an idiot.
Oh.
Jimmy.
Okay. So that was that segment. Done. Now that we go to the ring there. Oh my goodness. We hear dum 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 dum. Man, his music hits. Let those whistles go! John Cena hits us ring there. John Cena's full of piss and vinegar out there pumping up the crowd. Pump the crowd up, pump him up. So he's out there getting all like, you know. And then he's got some truths, some hard-hitting home run truths there for everybody to hear. You know, some might have it hard to listen to, but you know what? He's got some things. Like, he's talked about the reign Roman Reigns has had as champion. Well over 1,000 days as champion. And he says, you know, we have something in common. It's been 2,002 days since John Cena has had a singles match in live. So basically, he's not been wrestling in a singles match on regular TV since before Roman Reigns was champion. That's a long time. A long time. And he's talked about contemplating retirement, going to the acting career for sure. Maybe he nailed down a part in Barbie too. You know, maybe his spot's going to be like maybe 3 seconds. 3 seconds in Barbie too. I think it's worth it to retire for that. Anyway, so the crowd's like, thank you, Cena. It's like, why, thank you. I really appreciate that. I needed it. Because if you wouldn't have said that, it would have ruined this entire segment. He didn't say that, but he did appreciate it. Anyways, he's not retiring at all. In fact, he's fired up. He wants to go some more, I guess. You know? So then he says, it's not it's not an open challenge. He didn't have an open challenge.
Anybody who dares to come down here is going to get their ass walloped. Walloped by me, John Cena. Who put him up by the Dukes.
He didn't do that, but he did say who anybody comes down the ring will get their butt handed to them. And who comes down the ring there? But it's Solo Sikoa. Solo Sikoa comes down to the ring. He wants some.
Come get some.
Does Solo Sikoa have enough
ruthless aggression?
So anyways, it's not a match. They start going at it. They start, go fisticuffs, until of course it's Jimmy. He runs in the ring there, helps out a bit, super kicks John Cena in the face. I thought he was going to kick him in the face, but as soon as he gets Solo Sikoa up to the DFU TF5, or his DFU, the old So, and he gets kicked in the face usually that time. It's happened 2 times before. I thought it was going to be 3 times. 3 times a charm, baby. But no. It becomes 2-on-1 until, of course, we got some help. And who is it? Straight from Monday Night Raw. It's Jey Uso. It's like nobody's showing up to SmackDown today. But Jey Uso shows up and pulls out Jimmy and beats him up a couple. And then in the ring there, it's John Cena beats up some Solo Sikoa. Finishes off with the, what's that, not the FU, the Attitude Adjustment. That's right. I called it the FU, but I thought it was. It's the Attitude Adjustment. Anyways, I'm going to keep that on. It doesn't matter. It's just John Cena. That's right. I said, what are you talking about? It's just John Cena. John, get out of the studio. Yikers. Okay, so next up, we got ourselves a controversy backstage. It's, you can say, Mr. Mickey James, Nick Aldis, back there with some security, and Jey Uso. And with Jey, it's this, I guess, the general manager of Monday Night Raw, Adam Pearce. And my goodness, comes down to this. I can't have you doing this all the time. You can't be here. I gotta have control over this match, this stay. I am the general manager, and therefore I'm laying down the law. It's going to be a $10,000 fine. $10,000 fine. But I guess Adam Pearce is like, well, if you gotta do that, you might as well charge his brother too. Why, if it's like that, he should have charged his brother for coming in the first place, for interfering with Monday Night Raw. You do that, you're charged $10,000. Now get out! So, yeah. What comes down to this, like, well, how about this? I'm going to have you escorted from the building. Jey Uso escorted from the building. It's like, well, you can't do that. I'll just escort him out. It's like, I'll just have security escort both of you guys out then. Out you go! And Adam Pearce is like, if this is what you want, war it is. This means war. So Raw is war again? Could be. Could be. So now we go into the ring there with some Logan Paul. Logan Paul. Mm-hmm. And he had this big match, and he talks about it a little bit, beating up this online troll. He never says his name, because I saw the match. It was quite embarrassing. Quite embarrassing. Logan Paul. People were cheering for Logan Paul. It was that bad. Anyways, he talks about beating up an online troll, and it comes down to this. Logan says, I'm not here for Rey Mysterio. Oh, no. Oh, no, no, no. Because he beat Rey Mysterio a long time ago. And as a matter of fact, Logan Paul, he was on top of his game today. He was so good. Straight up. He was on point. He had some... his talking points were there, and he talked with confidence. It was very, very good to hear. Anyways, he talks about now last time he fought and beat. Now, although Michael Cole was saying it was in a tag team match, doesn't really count. But anyways, last time he beat him was a long time ago, and when he did that, Dominic Mysterio was still his son. And not just that, but that was a time when they fought Roman Reigns. That was the time Roman Reigns actually showed up to work. And that's what he said, actually showed up to wrestle. Actually showed up to wrestle. And it's true, Roman Reigns, god damn. Undeserving. You know. Or should I say the greatest absentee champ of all time. Anyways, you know. But it comes down to this. LA Knight. And another thing, LA Knight didn't have a job at that time when he fought Rey Mysterio. It was a lot of good whiffs. But anyways, Rey Mysterio comes out to the ring there, and he says, you know, Logan, you remind me of my son a lot. It's like, how do you know? You're never there. You know you have a son? You know, Ray, you have a son, you know that. Take some time, notice him. It's like, you have, what you remind me of, you're very talented, you're very passionate, but you have a big mouth. Yeah, well, you know, Dominic Mysterio would be more respectful if he had a good parental, you know, a good father figure in his life. It's true, I'm going there, and not them. Anyways, regardless. So he figures he should put Logan Paul in his place, and it's going to do it Crown Jewel. So that's right, he's going to gift Logan Paul the United States Championship Gold. Now, here's the thing. My ultimate dream for the United States Championship Gold is that Rey Mysterio lose it to Dominic Mysterio, drop it to Dominic Mysterio. That would be the French kiss, or should I say the chef's kiss. Mwah. Depending on who you ask, I guess it could be a French kiss. Anyways, Logan Paul does a power move, this John Cena power move. Whether you like it or not, he puts his hand out for the handshake. I respect you. Let's go. Let's go. He speaks Spanish to, respecting Rey Mysterio in Spanish. Hands out the hand. Rey Mysterio was hesitant, but it was Logan Paul grabbing the hand. It's true. Some good stuff. I look forward to Logan Paul. He looks great. Rey Mysterio. My goodness, his now not only does Rey Mysterio have body modification ring gear, but he's got body modification clothes. His shirt, he's making this. It's hilarious. Regardless of me, shit talking Rey Mysterio. Let's move on. Enough with that. And the next match is the mid-card match. It's a tag team match. And this was very interesting. It is the team of Austin Theory and Grayson Waller to next big thing. Theoretically, they got all the talent in the world. Great mic skills. They're going far. Versus the team of Cameron Grimes and Dragon Lee. Now, I think both Cameron Grimes and Dragon Lee has been moved up to the main roster way too fast. Cameron Grimes, he's in limbo right now. Cameron Grimes is complete limbo. His character is in limbo. He's going with the mogul of the GameStop mogul. It's nonsense now. So they're in between. So I think they're just thrown together and thrown into the ring as for fodder for the greatness of Austin Theory and Grayson Waller. That's it. This match was the match of the night. This was a good match. But the referee has got some serious problems. Same referee as the first match. Got some serious problems now. Inside the match here. There we go. Now we have some moments here. Where, actually, Cameron Grimes, he gets a tag in. It was so odd that he got a tag there. Because either Cameron Grimes was not holding the ropes, because it didn't show, or he's got such a long wingspan that he can actually get the tag there. Because Dragon Lee was in between the ropes. And right there. So that's, he manages to tag himself. And I was like, what? How is that even possible? That opens up the door for the whole thing. If you can tag that far out. Wow. Wowie. It was weird. Anyways. They had, actually, Cameron Grimes and Dragon Lee had a combination move. Very dangerous move. Done wrong, you can really knock a person out for sure. Dragon Lee goes to a drop toe hold while, Austin Theory goes down with the drop toe hold. He gets met with a knee lift to the face. Very dangerous. Very, very impressive. Then we go to the ending of the match, I suppose, the ending sequence where Grayson Waller rolls out of the ring there. Austin Theory runs over to the side to catch up with him, meet up with him. And then he gets kicked in the face by, Cameron Grimes. The old penalty kick to the face. And then it gets out of control. They're all outside the ring there. Cameron Grimes grabs Grayson Waller, throws him face first into the post. Should have been disqualification there, but this is WWE rules. They don't care about using a person as a battering ram into objects outside the ring. It's nonsense. They should look into this and change some rules up because it's dumb. Anyways, they knock out Grayson Waller for a time being, but I guess they don't because you know what? Getting thrown into the ring post outside the ring there, apparently it doesn't hurt at all. It just knocks you out for like a second, like 3 or 4 seconds, and you're back on your feet. And then they grab Austin Theory with a double team. They throw him face first into the same ring post. Referee, oh well, it happened. What are you going to do? Just get in the ring before you count to 10, very slowly. So anyways, it's Cameron Grimes and, Austin Theory in the ring there. Eventually, they get back to the ring. Then it's Grayson Waller. He's like, tries a double team, and it's, what's that, Cameron Grimes taking care of things until, of course, Dragon Lee comes in, takes care of Grayson Waller. Grayson's actually knocked out of the ring by Cameron Grimes. And then you would think it'd be over for Grayson Waller, because right after that, it's a top rope tope suicida. A massive tope suicida by Dragon Lee. Regularly, this would knock someone out easily. Dunzo. But this has less effect than throwing your opponent headfirst into the ring post. No effect at all, apparently. So inside the ring, the referee's like walking around there, watching the action. And then it's Cameron Grimes picks up Austin Theory into the fireman's carry. And then he rakes the eyes. Oh, rake. Referee's like, hey, it's happening, but I don't care. And then Michael Cole's like, yeah, the referee did not see that. No, referee didn't care. He totally seen it. You can see I've got a picture. He's watching what's happening. And then after that, it's outside the ring where somehow Dragon Lee, he gets thrown over top of the the timekeeper's area. You know, he gets thrown over. I thought he did a move over the top, but nope. It's Grayson Waller turning things around and dumping Dragon Lee for somehow that happened. Somehow, I don't know how, but somehow that happened. Inside the ring, it's the scuffle between Cameron Grimes and Austin Theory. Cameron Grimes getting the best of Austin Theory until, of course, Grayson Waller rolls into the ring and does a double team with looks like a flatliner. So forget the DD, forget the cutter. It's a flatliner. You know, the stunner. Nope, no stunner there. Flatliner. Anyway, regardless, was it supposed to be a flatliner or was it supposed to be a stunner? Who knows? After that, it is the A-Town Down. That's right. The finisher on Cameron Grimes goes down. It's over. And in 7 minutes, too. After that, we got ourselves an interview. Kathy Kelly interviewing Kevin Owens. Talk about the bloodline, stuff like that. And Kevin Owens, I guess, unironically, wearing a Yokozuna shirt, where we all know Yokozuna is family, is bloodline. You know? It's hilarious. But his whole thing is like him being separated from his old friend, Sami Zayn. But you know what? In truthfulness, in the long picture, Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, they're long, over 20-year friendship. They've been tag team a very, very short period of that. Maybe 10% of their long period of friendship has been actually a tag team. So they had like 90% of their time they've known each other. As friends, they've never been tag team. You know? Regardless, he's back and he's ready for he misses that he doesn't feel he had a proper rematch to get their tag team championships back. But he's looking forward to the days of ahead as a singles competitor, going for as a clean slate and whatnot. So it's good. Kevin Owens back, looking good, starting new with new competitors, new opponents, whatnot. So now with that, we go to our main event match. And it's for the women's championship gold. Now, your reigning and defending champion, it's Iyo Sky versus Charlotte Flair. Now, here's the thing. Now, this is Damage CTRLs, and now alongside Damage CTRL, obviously, it's Dakota Kai and Bayley. Now, Bayley, I gotta say, Bayley wearing these short shorts, looking absolutely great. Also, including Bayley not just wearing short shorts, but with the Chris Jericho top ponytail. That's right, she's embracing it completely now. But regardless, seeing the most curvaceous and sexiest woman of SmackDown here, it's great. So that's one positive for the main event. It's Bayley, baby. Enough with Bayley. Let's go with the match. Now the match was pretty darn good. You know, it was about 10 minutes long. No, actually about 13 minutes long. So it's a pretty respectful length match. It was a barn burner for sure. But what happened in the match itself? Now early on, Charlotte Flair was like a house of cards, just drew some damage until Bayley turns things around by, I guess, distracting Charlotte Flair by grabbing her boot. And then Iyo Sky took over for a bit. You know, a nice tope suicida and whatnot. You know, start with the drop kick and the tope suicida. Now, the match goes on. These are highlighted moments, obviously. Now, Charlotte Flair, she's got maybe fight outside. Charlotte Flair's got her new move. I guess I'm not sure what it's going on. I'm not sure who it hurts more. Charlotte Flair gets, I guess she has Iyo Sky for a power bomb. She starts off with a power bomb section where she's like, I guess Iyo Sky's her crotch is directly in front of Charlotte Flair's face. And instead of power bombing, she goes for the electric chair drop. Charlotte Flair takes a full out bump on the 5 inches of high-tech foam on top of the hard concrete. And Iyo Sky lands on her face on the hardest part of the ring with her hands, slapping the room. Anyways, that was the big move. I don't know why I elaborated so much on that, but I did. So we got a move here. It was interesting. They've set up Iyo Sky. She's on the top rope. Charlotte Flair's on the second rope, and I guess Corey Graves like, oh, they're in the top rope. So, top rope superplex. It's like, come on, relax now. It's gonna be, if anything, it's gonna be a second rope superplex. Okay, but it wasn't that at all. Ended up, I'm thinking, this is not a superplex. This is something even lighter, and it's Iyo Sky. She edges over top, a sunset flipping Charlotte, and then ends up powerbombing Charlotte Flair off the second rope. Takes it hard. She takes a heavy bump, but it was a safe bump. So now we get to another moment here, near the end of the match. Charlotte Flair gets with show of strength, showing her strength. She picks up Iyo Sky on her shoulders, fireman's carry. She climbs the first rope. She climbs to the second rope, and she stops there. Of course, you gotta be reasonable here. This is the women's division. Second rope, she stops there, and then what is the big move going to be? Is she going to spin her out, do a cutter? I don't know. Is it going to be some sort of what's that? Brain buster suplex? Nope, none of that. She just drops backwards. She falls backwards. It's basically it's a Samoan drop, a safe Samoan drop, because she pushes Iyo Sky off of her so she doesn't bump her head on Iyo Sky. It was I don't know. It had good intentions. This move had nothing but good intentions, but just was like, okay, yeah, it could have been better. Like I say, Death Valley Driver would have been nicer. Anyways, the fight goes on. Iyo Sky gets better of things and it tries to go for over the moonsault. She gets nothing but the feet, because Charlotte puts her feet up. And then Charlotte goes for, and then after that she gets the spear. She hits Iyo Sky with the spear. Is it over? No, because Bayley, unbeknownst to the ref, throws Iyo's foot on the ropes and calls the ref's attention, and then the match goes on thanks to Bayley. But then Charlotte Flair gets incensed completely. She starts beating up Bayley for some unknown reason. Bayley was just looking after her girl. So she starts beating up Bayley. Bayley's putting up no fight. And then she's eventually, they fight towards the commentating table. And then she's thrown into the commentating table. Whammo, thrown over top. But while this is happening, while Charlotte Flair's attention's elsewhere, the referee's clearly looking at what's happening outside the ring this time, instead of seeing if Iyo Sky's okay in the ring. We got ourselves Dakota Kai sliding in Iyo Sky's belt to the ring, and then climbing onto the ring apron itself, gaining the referee's attention, saying, "Oh, referee, come over here. I've got a great recipe for tofu. Have you tried tofu? I tried with great soy sauce. Anyway, she's saying talk about her great recipes. And meanwhile, Charlotte Flair, she climbs back in the ring there, and she wants to finish it good with Iyo Sky. So she sets up for a massive spear, but right now Iyo Sky's got the belt, and she turns around with the belt, and just like how Ilya Dragunov, when he did his torpedo Moscow, and then right into Trick Williams' hands when he had the title in his hands, just like that, she clobbers herself in the head. Boing, and then that's it. No over the moonsault, just a roll up. Iyo Sky clumsily gets rid of the belt and then goes to the cover. And your reigning, defending champion, your continuous champion is Iyo Sky. Now after the match, it is the two of them, Iyo Sky and Bayley, to come in and starts kicking the hell out of Charlotte Flair. But then here we go, hit that music. Who could it be? Who could it be running in the ring there? But it is, that's right. She is the EST, Bianca Belair. Belair runs in there. She starts kicking some ass. I guess Dakota Kai, she's still got the injury. She can't do much. She won't help. So she's watching her teammate getting dismembered, and she grabs Iyo Sky for a massive kiss of death. But Bayley saves the day. Takes Iyo Sky right off the shoulders, but however, rolling Iyo Sky to safety, it is Bailey who is caught in the kiss of death. And she gets kiss of death. Poor sexy Bailey takes a hit for the team. But anyways, it almost seems weird at the end. It was like Charlotte Flair. And actually it was Bianca Belair. She's trying to like help up Charlotte and trying to like be buddies with her. And Charlotte's like, what are you doing? We're not buddies. Don't help me. You know? So anyways, you can tell Charlotte's doing her best not to like be like, hey, we're a tag team now. Thanks for helping me, girlfriend. You got a girlfriend. High five. You know, that was avoided. But anyways, that does wrap it up for this episode of a SmackDown. And for our podcast listeners, also includes the entire episode of LWO Wrestling Show. So, for everybody who stayed around for the very end of the show, I hold a very special place in my heart just for you. So, stay tuned for another episode of LWO Wrestling Show. I've been your host, Lip Hazlewood, saying, catch you on a flippity flop.